So the next question here is, I want to understand if following my passion for music, singing, and songwriting can align with my desire to explore metaphysics and create a flow of income, and how. So a massive question there, and that's coming from a number 9. And obviously, we know the number 9 path is actually Mars in this case. And I know lots about that path because I live with the number 9, but I will let, our brothers and sisters come in, and then I'll follow up with any additions that, I may have as some advice about this specific path.
I will jump in with 9, and then I'm going to let Sister Paige go because I believe you are a 9, Sister, so you can speak directly. I wanted to jump in because the question was talking about music. And as I have been studying this, I've actually been looking at some of my favorite bands, right? And I've been doing the numbers, the psychic numbers on the members of the band. And it's been very, very interesting to see how they play together. And so one of the things that's come out of this is number 9s are amazing rock guitarists. So they're very, and these are the guitarists that hold very strong places in the bands. And I'll pull my notes up so I can give you some of my specific number 9s, and so I can make a bigger boom with this. But the number 9 energy, I believe that they thrive with a purpose. They thrive with a role. They are the warriors of the numbers. And so as a musician, I would think that this would be a very opportune way for you to be warring for your metaphysical journey that you're on and sharing that with others. So very, very, to me, very easy to weave those numbers together. And so I'm going to turn it over to Sister Paige here and let her talk from her.
But Paige, before you jump in, you got actually, Nadia was
Yeah.
super fresh. Can you know that what you bought to the waterfall? Can you hit them with a little bit of that just so they can see when seeing is believing?
They're trying to put me on blast, but but no, I ain't gonna do something like that. But I'll tell you this: as a 9, we're people that jump in. You know what I mean? Like we're people that jump in, and it's like we're people that just do it. So if you have the need to go and express yourself with music, we don't wait for the perfect opportunity. We just do it. You know what I mean? That's what 9s do. We're warriors in that way. And the balance can be provided with you, having a peacemaker kind of energy when you're doing your music, and so being a warrior about it and a peacemaker about it, that's the quality of the 9. So to just do it, if that's something you want to do, you're passionate about, to do it. Me as a 9 personally, I struggle with potential management because 9s can do it all. They can do it all. So if that's something you want to do and you're good at, then do it, because you'll find yourself like, oh my goodness, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I'm good at this. You'll find yourself all over the place. And if that's something that is your calling, then do it, because we don't wait for the perfect opportunity. You'll find yourself frustrated as a 9. These are the people that like to move first because they are the warriors. When you think about war, these are the people that go in first. We don't wait, and so that's how you have to be with anything that you're doing as a 9. Not going to not jumping into the fire so quickly, because 9s can do that too, just jumping so fast into things, being very impulsive, and just ready for the world. But to think cautiously about it and just go for it, just go for it. Don't wait, go for it.
It's interesting that you said that, Paige, because when I think of 9s, and especially its association with Mars, you think of a level of like order, right? 9 bring a level of order. Jumping into the music industry, jumping into any industry, you want some type of structure in place. And you think of 9 with structure, especially when 9s, I know they like to have things in line, but how does that order works with even, creating a thought process when music comes through you, right? When words come through you, does it come through in a level of order, or is it just kind of, you just wear? So it was interesting to hear that coming from you being a 9.
Yes, yes, yes. Nines are really good at managing and organizing too. So that's another thing too with the music is you can manage and organize how you want it to be structured versus just doing something and being all over the place. You know, so that's something to consider too. Thank you for adding that, like.
And I think another, kind of twist on this question is, making money out of something like this. I will first say, even Life also brought up a really intrinsic point about if you like order, but you're going into something that's chaotic, it's almost like a setup. And because Mars is not going to stop, one can just be like, that's what they kind of show Mars. And they say he has like a dull blade. It's not even like but it so much power, but somewhat of a dull blade. So if you get into something, or they're going to lose, but you're also not going to have them in the condition that they need to be able to even do anything for you after that. So I find like if you enter in, if a nine enters into something that's chaotic, they're just going to find themselves in battles, and it's going to be very uncomfortable for a nine. So nine has that one aspect when debilitated of not actually then just kind of like basically avoiding conflict after so many of, and saying, okay, if I'm going to create some order, I probably won't be with a record label. That's impossible pretty much. However, if I created my own stuff, okay, so I'm creating my own stuff. Now I got to go into this market where everybody else's stuff is. How am I going to make money in there? And I guess since I'm really good at figuring stuff like that out, I would say children's music. It's like every time we see one of these artists nowadays, they're going to step in the line. Like somebody, they could crack glass. That's how they got this whole thing working. And you're going to step in the paint with them, like also somebody that's really a genius with the lyrics. And here you come and you're not even as nice, and you're going to stand in that same line and then insist that you're going to get served. That doesn't even make sense. That's kind of madness. But you would have to go, because there's always a way, some place where it was actually in demand. And I feel like that it's always been like, if you see, let's say, quote unquote, the industry of children's music, especially anything on the conscious tip, anything that has the tones blended in properly, the parents actually become. And sometimes when you think, well, shoot, am I going to do this for teenagers? They ain't going to like that. So maybe you need to bring it down a little bit more, 5 or 6 years old, and then watch how that just opens up such a floodgate of connection and awareness that you wanted to have with others, and that they also wanted to have with you. So that's like the additional wisdom I would like to put on to find the music industry in 2020 as a realistic aspect of being able to make some money out of it, since that question was actually presented. So let's keep moving through this, because I know we're gonna get a flow here in a moment. We're gonna come back around and Paige gonna hit that thing, because y'all think it's sweet, but she got something raw for you. So anyway, here we go with.
Can I say what my number 9 musicians are? I found
absolutely, for sure, sister. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Now, these are not children's musicians necessarily, although my children are huge rock fans, as myself. Nerves got to me because my favorite guitarists are on this list. So I'll run them down real quick, the ones I've come up with. Number 9 guitarists: Keith Richards, Dave Matthews, Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon and Yoko Ono, both number 9s, Jimmy Page, right? Zeppelin. And then also Les Paul, the creator of the electric, one of our most beloved electric guitars, is a number 9. So very much into the music industry with this. So I advocate absolute going in.
Absolutely.